Good morning, myself Santosh Yadav and I welcome to all of you in physics lecture of class 11. Today we'll start fluid, a new topic, new lecture in LPM premises. So please join and concentrate on this lecture because it is a very important lecture as well as board wise and competition wise both. So please. So first of all, what is the fluid? Anything which can flow is called fluid. So right here, anything which can flow is called fluid. So you know that liquid and gases flows. So you can say fluid is liquid and gases both. But in this section we will study about liquid more than gases. Okay. So liquid and gases. Example. There are two examples. Liquid and gases are fluids which are flowing. So anything which can flow is called fluid. So basically we will study in this section about liquid and gases. We will study in thermodynamics, thermometer in next lectures. So we will study here liquid here. Okay. So write it down. We will study here for ideal liquid. So for what is the ideal liquid? Ideal liquid. So for ideal liquid you can say incompressible. Incompressible. What is the meaning of incompressible? That is, if we apply stress or pressure, the volume of the liquid remains same. But in reality, definitely, if we apply huge pressure, then volume of the liquid may be decreased. But we will study here for ideal liquid, so you can assume that for ideal liquid is the incompressible, that is after applying the pressure of the liquid its volume does not change, volume constant and mass equal to volume into density. So density equal to mass upon volume. So you can say here density is also constant. Second, liquid should non-viscous. We will study it in next lectures, but you should know about non-viscous. Basically, there is no relative. You can say there actually in a liquid there is a relative motion between the layers of the liquid, and a viscous force is acted. That is force of shearing, you can say. But we should imagine that for ideal liquid there is no viscous force. So viscosity is zero. In next lecture we will discuss more about viscosity. But you should know that viscosity means there is no friction between two layers of the liquid, but in reality there is a friction force acted between two layers which are in contact. That's why if we rotate the liquid, after some time liquid will stop due to viscous force. But we have to imagine that for ideal liquid there is no viscosity here. So non-viscous, there are very important properties for ideal liquid. Incompressible, that is volume remain constant, and so corresponding density also constant, and viscosity is zero, means there is no viscous force acted between two layers which are in contact. So write it down, viscosity zero. Some other properties you can write here. Liquid flows due to its own gravity. Liquid flows due to its own gravity. Okay. And next one, liquid has no say but it acquires the shape of container. Liquid has no its own shape, you can say, but it acquires the shape of container. Okay. So these are the some properties of the ideal liquid. So you can write here and you should remember that. First is incompressible, second is non-viscous, third is liquid flows with its own weight, due to its own weight, and liquid have liquid have its own, liquid have no shape. Liquid has no shape, but it can acquire the shape of container. Okay. Now we discuss about density of the liquid. Basically, density is represented by rho, and rho is constant. Rho is considered as constant because in compressible liquid volume is constant and mass is constant. So mass equal to volume into density. So definitely density will be constant. So suppose there is a density of the mixture. Suppose there are two liquids. Write it down. Two liquids of mass m1 and m2 and density ρ1 and ρ2. Find mixture density. So how can you proceed? Can you try it? Okay, let's see. Rho mixture equal to total mass upon total volume. Mass per unit volume is called density. So total mass equal to m1 plus m2 upon total volume v1 plus v2. But we have given in terms of density, so you can change volume as in terms of mass and density. So you can write here m1 plus m2 upon v1 equal to mass upon density. So m1 upon v1 plus m2 upon v2. So this is the mixture density. In this special case, you can write here if m1 equal to m2 equal to m, then what will you get? If put here 2m upon n upon rho 1 plus n upon rho 2. So you can take common here 2m n 1 upon rho 1 plus 1 upon rho 2. Okay. So m is cancelled out. So you get here rho 1 rho 2 plus rho 1. So we will solve it. We will get 2 times rho 1 rho 2 upon rho 2 plus. You can simplify it. Okay. So definitely you can get rho 2 times rho 1 upon rho 1 plus rho 2. Clear? So write it down. Second question is, consider a liquid having two liquids having volume V1 and V2 and density rho 1 and rho 2. This is given. There are two liquids having volume V1 and V2 and densities rho 1 and rho 2. You have to find mixture density. So you have to find mixture density. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes. Can you solve it? Let's try. Okay, let's see. You know, rho mixture equal to total mass upon total volume. But term is given volume and rho. So you can change here mass equal to total mass m1 plus m2 upon v1 plus v2. So you should change m1 in terms of rho and v1. So mass equal to volume into density. So m1 should be right like rho 1 into v1 Okay. In special case, if rho 1 equal to rho 2 equal to rho given, then what would be the mixture density? Suppose V1 V2 is same, that is V. Then find the mixture density. So put this value here. So rho mixture will be rho 1 V plus rho 2 V upon 2V. So V is cancelled out. So we will get the answer rho 1 plus rho 2 by 2. Very easy. Okay. So write it down. So okay. Now I grab the board and we will do more questions. So one more thing. Density, unit of density is mass per unit volume, that is kg per meter cube. You can also write here in gram per centimeter cube. Suppose 1 kg equal to 1000 gram and 1 meter cube means 100 centimeter cube. Okay. So 1000 gram kg meter cube, 1 kg equal to 1000 gram and 1 meter cube equal to, oh, it's wrong. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter cube. You can write. So you can also find out it's in gram per centimeter cube. So how much? 1100 centimeter cube. 2010. So 1 gram per 10 to the power 3 centimeter cube means 10 to the power minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. Okay. And you know the density of the water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Density of water. Density of water is equal to 1 gram per centimeter cube. You can change it into kg per meter cube also. So 1 gram equal to 10 to the power minus 3 kg. 1 centimeter cube. So 10 to the power minus 3 kg upon 10 to the power minus 2 meter cube. So 10 to the power minus 3 kg upon 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. So 1000 kg per meter. So water density is 1000 kg per meter cube or 1 gram per centimeter cube. So you should know conversion of the density or any other physical quantities, MKS and CGS. So write it down. Okay. So now I am going going to rub all the parts of the bone here. Tomorrow we will discuss about relative density and specific gravity. Basically, relative density is the density of the substance which is taken with respect to density of water. That is density of substance upon density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Because at 4 degrees Celsius, density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, which is maximum. Okay. So we will discuss about specific gravity, relative density, okay, and pressure in next lecture. So I think you enjoy today's lecture, and good day. Have a nice day.